Hello, my name is George, harmonica player and teacher at Harmonica Workshops Netherlands. Well, coming May 24th, 25th, 26th of May, I'm going to teach some beginner workshops for diatonic players, but also an amplified workshop, how to play amplified with a diatonic harmonica. So I'm going to give you a sneak preview of what we are going to do. So the first thing, there are three things are very important if you want to play a good amplified tone and a good amplified sound. The first one is buy a high quality harmonica. So if you are a little bit intermediate and you play good notes and you can play some riffs, search for the good quality harmonicas. Hohner builds them, Seidel builds them. I myself use Seidel 8074. I'm very happy with those steel reeds. So first thing is hold the harmonica between your thumb and your point finger and make a little groove of your hands and put your other hand under it so you can create the wah-wah sound. If you can create the wah-wah sound, it's also important that you play a good single note. So listen. You hear that I can play one good single note, and you also hear this wave. This wave is called vibrato. How can you create vibrato? By making little coughs in your throat. So first slowly and then increase the speed until you get those nice waves. So that's important if you want to play a good amplified tone. Another thing is a lot of players play with their mouth closed. So you get this trebly sound. If you want to adjust your trebly sound, make sure that the harmonica is good between your lips. Don't blow against it. Between your lips, and make sure that you drop your jaw a little. Listen. Your mouth is a sound cavity, so if you make your mouth bigger, you get a bigger tone. So that's very important to play amplified. So some small tips to start with. Another component of amplified playing is your amp. Well, I'm using Marble amps. Marble is a brand that comes from the Netherlands and is especially built for harmonica playing. So what's very important for harmonica players is that the amplifier don't give too much gain. So if the gain is too high, you get this nasty feedback. With guitar amplifiers, you hear it very often, so you can only play at a very low volume, and if you want to turn it up, you get beep. So that's not something that you want. You want to play on a good volume without feedback. So if you want to have a good amp, buy a harmonica amp. For instance, the Marble Max that I use with a 10-inch speaker is very good for semi-acoustic playing, but also in a band setting you can come quite along with this amplifier. So what I also use with this amplifier is a pedal from Lone Wolf, the Harp Tone Plus. Why? Because the amplifier only has a tone and a volume button. So if I want to add some more bass, or I want to add some more treble, and I want to put up the volume a little higher, I can do it with the pedal. So at this moment the pedal is adjusted with all the knobs in the middle. So we're gonna listen what kind of sound we're gonna create with the different microphones. So I'm gonna start with the Bulletini, or the Ziti, Andrzej Ziti, a Polish guy who builds very great mini bullet microphones. So if you're gonna start with playing, choose a mini bullet. Why? It's more easier to hold and it's more easier to cup. This microphone has a lot of bass. So if you are not a well-practiced player with your harmonica, so your sound is still a little bit treblish, you can adjust it by using this microphone. I'm gonna let you hear it. So listen to the bass. Actually, I see the sound in three layers. We have the bass, we have the mid, and we have the high, the treble sound. This one adds a lot of bass, so your sound is quite good if you are not experienced. Listen. Okay, well, that's quite a nice sound. So how do you create a very good amplified tone? It's very important that if you use your bullet microphone, your last two fingers are around the microphone, your middle finger is in front of the microphone, so you have a little cavity, and you keep your harmonica in between your thumb and your pointy finger. So when you have this cavity, you close it up with your other hand, and then you have a very tight cup, and you have a cup with a cavity. So you hear the wah-wah even when you play amplified, and that's the way to do it. Okay, I'm gonna change the harmonica. So the mainstream microphone is the Hohner, but before we go to Hohner, I wanna show you the Electro Voice EV605. It's a very old harmonica. It's used by a lot of blues players because it looks cool. It's also a small form factor, and it has a lot of treble and a lot of punch. Listen, I'm not adjusting any knobs, so you can hear the difference. Okay, so the last note, what did I do? I pushed the side of the harmonica against my cheek, so you get a more closed cup. You use your cheek as a cup. Do you hear the difference? Okay, the Electro Voice 605. Okay, now I'm gonna switch to my main workhorse. That's the Hohner Blues Blaster HB52. It's a very standard standard microphone. You can buy it in the shop, and there are some advantages. I'm gonna let you hear it, which advantage it has. So here is the Hohner HB52. You see, he has a flat grill, the volume knob is on the back, and instead of a jack connector, the thing has an XLR. So if you click it in, the cable doesn't get out. So it's very important if you play on the stage that it doesn't get out. Okay, I'm gonna switch the cable because I have a regular jack for the other microphones. So now we're gonna listen to the Hohner HB52. So actually this harmonica microphone is really in the mid. So you have a little bit bass, you have a lot of mid, and you have some treble. So for all-round playing, this is the microphone you need. Hohner HB52. Okay, we're moving on. We're going to the next microphone. So now we get to the really old guys. Those are the Shure, the Shure and the Aesthetics. Those from the late 50s or early 40s. They have the control reluctance or the control magnetic elements, and depending on the elements you get a lot of output and very nice tone. So this is one has, I think, about 1250 ohms of output. Okay, I'm gonna change the cable again. And you hear the difference in the sound. So This one is a little bit bigger, but we do have the same trick. You put the fingers around it, one finger for the cavity, and then in between those fingers, your harmonica, and you use the other one to close the cup. Yeah, great sound. A little bit bigger, but yeah, if you can find one on eBay, mostly in very good shape, those things have a very good output and very good tone. So then I'm coming to the last one of the microphones I'm going to show this time. That's my precious. That's the Shure 707 Brown Bullet for recording purposes only, and this one is equipped with the original crystal elements, and it was used in a studio, and it has a tremendous nice output. It's still very good. It comes from 1943, and yeah, for most players the crystal microphone is the summon. So listen. Okay, so this was the sneak preview for the Amplified Harmonica workshop. We're gonna see a lot of amplifiers. We're gonna see a lot of bullet microphones. We're gonna practice the amplified techniques. So come along and sit in with the workshop. Okay, bye and see you in Berlin.